Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is July 14th, 2024, and Dani Rodriguez has agreed to extend his contract with Barcelona. Also, Lazio are interested in signing Vitor Roque, and finally, Hansi Flick considers that Jules Kounde is miles ahead of Joao Cancelo in that right back position. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kickback. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links for kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now, beginning this video by talking about Lamine Yamal, who just won the Best Young Player of the Euros 2024 after Spain were crowned Kings of Europe. And we start by talking about Lamine Yamal because more people within FC Barcelona are now convinced that giving Lamine Yamal the number 10 jersey would be the right move. Now, there was some discussion about giving Lamine Yamal the number 10 jersey during last season. However, there was a lot of people within the club who were hesitant about this move because they believed that maybe it was a little bit too early and that it might be too much pressure for Lamine Yamal. Of course, Lamine has been asked whether he would want the number 10 jersey. He said that it belongs to Ansu, but if they give it to him, he would be more than happy to wear it. And now it's being reported that more and more people within the club are convinced that giving Lamine the number 10 is the right move because they believe that not only the pressure is not going to phase Lamine Yamal, as we've seen. He started all throughout last season for Barcelona, even on the biggest stages like the Champions League. He started for Spain in the Euros and just won the Euros with Spain. So we know that pressure does not phase the youngster, but also people within the club are looking at it from the marketing perspective because Lamine Yamal's jersey is already the highest selling jersey at the Barca stores. And if we give him the number 10, that could be a huge boost in marketing and in revenue for the club. And of course, for Lamine Yamal as well. We know he just signed a contract with Adidas. Adidas are thinking that Lamine Yamal will be the future of football. It used to be Messi who signed, well, Messi still signed with them, but it used to be Messi was kind of like the face of Adidas. They want to make Lamine the next face of Adidas. So can you imagine Lamine Yamal with a number 10 jersey? It would definitely be a huge boost for the player as far as his marketing and the money that he would make from his marketing deals. Now, I am curious to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you think Lamine Yamal should wear the number 10 jersey? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, speaking of players who are in the academy or were in the academy, let's talk about Dani Rodriguez because the 18-year-old has agreed to extend his contract with Barcelona. Now, the 18-year-old left winger joined Barcelona in 2020 from Real Sociedad back when he was only 14 years old. His contract expired this summer on June 30th. There was a clause in the player's contract that allowed Barcelona to extend it unilaterally by 2 more seasons. However, since the contract has expired, Barcelona can no longer activate this. And Barcelona were in negotiations with Dani Rodriguez since last season to extend his contract. It seemed like he was going to leave. It seemed like he was set to go back to Basque Country because that's where he's from. Both Athletic Club de Bilbao and Real Sociedad, 2 Basque clubs, wanted the player. But then there was kind of 180 and the player decided to stay in Barcelona. And now it's been revealed that Dani Rodriguez has agreed to extend his contract with the club for 5 more seasons, where the club are going to obviously pay him more, and they're also promising him more opportunities as far as playing time because Dani Rodriguez did split his time a lot between Juvenil A and Barca Athletic. We don't know the exact details of the contract, but we'll see whether he'll now be a strictly Barca Athletic player and maybe he will participate in trainings with the first team. Now, more news because we do have to talk about Vitor Roque because it seems like Lazio are now interested in signing the Brazilian player. Now, Lazio are set to lose Ciro Immobile, who will be going to Besiktas. They try to sign Mason Greenwood in his place, but it looks like Greenwood is headed to Marseille. So therefore, Lazio have now turned their attention to Vitor Roque, and they would like to sign the Brazilian on a one-season loan plus an option to buy worth 25 million euros. Now, Barcelona are not interested in this deal because Hansi Flick wants to try out Vitor Roque in the preseason. Flick is going to have the final say whether Vitor Roque is going to be a part of the first team or not. And it's reported that if Flick decides that Roque is not going to be a part of the team, then Barcelona would prefer to loan out the player rather than offload him. We know that the player would prefer to be permanently offloaded if Barcelona decide not to count on him. But either way, Barcelona are not gonna, offload Vitor Roque for 25 million euros. So if Lazio want the player, first, they are gonna have to wait for Hansi Flick to say, I don't want him. And second, they're definitely going to have to up their offer because Barcelona are not going to sell a player that they paid nearly 60 million euros for only 25. Now, more news since we did just mention Hansi Flick, because it's reported that the German coach sees Jules Kounde miles ahead from Joao Cancelo. Now, it looks like Hansi Flick has been following Jules Kounde's trajectory during the Euros 2024. He's incredibly impressed with the defensive skills of the French player in that right back position. And I have to say, I was very, very impressed too. I think Jules Kounde was definitely the best right back in the entire European competition. He faced off some pretty incredibly talented dribblers on that side, players like Doku, even Nico Williams, and he came out on top every single time. I strongly believe that Kounde was one of the best players of the tournament, and it seems that Hansi Flick believes the same, and he now values Jules Kounde miles ahead of Joao Cancelo. So in other words, if Barcelona do not sign Joao Cancelo, Flick doesn't care. If they bring him, of course, he wouldn't mind having him. He'll find a spot for him. But right now, Flick believes that Jules Kounde is a much better right back than Joao Cancelo, which what does it mean for Cancelo? It means that his chances, just like Joao Felix, of staying in Barcelona are getting slimmer and slimmer. But of course, we already knew that because we knew that Barcelona are not willing to pay a permanent transfer for Cancelo. Manchester City want a permanent transfer. And now when you add to that the fact that Flick believes that Kounde is a much better right back than Cancelo, then the chances of Cancelo coming back to Barcelona are very, very slim. Now, Kounde did cut his vacation short. He came back immediately after the Euros ended. He reported back to the preseason, but of course, Barcelona sent him home, said, hey, we appreciate your dedication. We appreciate that you want to coach, but that you want to train, but please go home. You need to rest. And I think that's the smart move because as much as we appreciate Kounde's dedication, players need to rest. Otherwise, they risk getting injured. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I uploaded another video a few minutes ago. I am now going to watch the Copa America final between Argentina and Colombia. I'm very excited for that match, and I'm excited or curious to hear you guys' thoughts. Who do you think is going to win? Is Lionel Messi going to lift another international trophy? Do you think Colombia is going to win? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. And as always, Visca Barça.